Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to a new video. So today I'm going to be doing a foilage on my client. As you guys can tell, she has a lot of warmth to her hair. She wants to go lighter and she wants to go more of that cool tone to where she has some of those silvery tones in her hair. It's been a while since we've done her hair and I'm actually still surprised on how well her blend is up on top. But we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be using Schwartzkopf Blonde ME with a 20 volume developer. When it comes to these bleaches, just remember that the power isn't going to be held in the developer, it's actually in the bleach. And if you've ever used Schwartzkopf Blonde ME, you do know that Schwartzkopf Blonde ME is a very powerful bleach. So just be careful when using it. I always like to go in with either a 7 volume or a 20, but with her, we really want to get her a little bit more lighter, so I'm going with the 20. Now I am going to be overlapping her hair. I have to overlap it in order to get her lighter, but I'm also doing it in a safe way. I'm going to be checking her hair throughout the time that I'm doing the foils to make sure everything is staying healthy and she has no breakage. So I know I said that we were just going in with a partial, but usually what I like to do is I go in and I add 2 to 4 foils around the nape of the hair in the back. I usually like to do this because I always ask some clients if they wear their hair up a lot, and she said that she does. So what I want to be able to do is give her some brightness whenever she does pull up her hair, and she don't see a bunch of dark in the back and on the bottom, and then up on top and around her face frame she's got a bunch of lightness. This is going to be able to give her some flow and add dimension still to the back of their hair, but yet it's still considered a partial. I don't usually charge extra for this. I always like to ask my clients this during the consultation, and surprisingly a lot of girls like when I ask that because they don't like to see a bunch of dark, especially when they put their hair in a ponytail or a bun. So that's kind of what I'm doing right here. Also, how cute are these foils? I got them from Fomar. They are the Mercury retrograde foils and I just think they're so cute. Also, if you guys are new here, please don't forget to like and comment on this video, and also subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button for more videos. Now, I guess I should mention this because I'm sure there's going to be people wondering in particular, why does she do it like this? Now, this is just me, for one, getting creative and trying something a little bit more different, but also two, listening to my client at the beginning of the consultation. She had mentioned that she wanted some bolder and brighter pieces, so that's why I am choosing to go in with some medium slices. I don't want anything too thick because the thicker the slice, the more of a warmer lift she's gonna get. So I guess you could say I'm kind of going in between thin to medium, and I'm also back combing a little bit just so it has a little bit more extra cushion. This reason is just because I want to be able to give her some brighter pieces, but yet I don't want to take it high. She still likes to have her natural dark root, so we're kind of doing like a foilage balayage, but at the same time we're foiling it just because we do want her to get to a certain lift. If I were to balayage her and just leave her out in the open air, she'll get more of a warmer tone, so we need these foils to be able to lift her. Some of you guys may see as well that my lightener is a little bit more thicker. With my client, I've been bleaching her hair now for close to 4 to 5 years. And when I started first bleaching her hair a long time ago, every time I would put the bleach on and I would do more of like a watery consistent, I always would go back and I would check her after like 45 minutes of processing, and the foils were all coming down. Her hair was so heavy. One, she's got heavy hair and it's very light, so sometimes if you don't saturate it evenly enough, that foil is just going to slip and fall, and then it would create just havoc for me because I would always have to go in and fix some spots and patches, some bleed marks, and that was just terrible. So now I have learned that I have to do a thicker consistency. And that's one thing too, that throughout, you guys learning, or if you guys are new to doing hair, you're going to have those clients that are going to have stubborn hair, but don't feel defeated right away. It's going to take some time for you to learn their hair. So with her, I definitely have learned that I have to do more of a thicker consistency when it comes to the bleach. So now I am getting around to the front of the head, and I'm not going to take slices right here. The only reason why is because I noticed that she's got a little bit of breakage and some crazy baby hairs that are growing in, and usually I don't always like to bleach the baby hair just because they're new and I don't want to bleach them just because I don't want to get them damaged and then for them even to break even more. But around the hairline for about 4 foils up, I'm going to be doing some slices. This is just going to help as well. That way, whenever she does put up her hair, you don't see some thick slices going on. You're just going to see it really natural and subtle, and it's going to create a soft blend. But also too, just in that area that those hairs are a little bit more fragile, I'm just going to do slices. And I'm only going to be doing this for about 4 to 3 foils. And then once I'm done doing that, you guys will see me then start taking slices and then just continuing that all the way up. Also, we're not going to give her a money piece. We did that last time and she just felt like it wasn't for her. I love when a client really knows what they want. That way they're just straight out with me. That way I know. So we're just going to go in with like up on top more of the slices. And then when I get to the very top, I'm going to go in with the weave. It just makes it look more natural up on top. That way when she wears her hair down, she again doesn't have these chunky slices going on. I always like to just kind of go back and forth, and in between the hair, then I will do the slices. But when it gets up on top, I'm going to go back to doing the weaving. She did mention to me that she still wanted to be super bright around her face frame, but we just weren't doing that thick, chunky money piece. She still wanted it super bright and to pop, but yet I'm just going to go in and do some weaving, and you guys will see that here in a little bit when I do that. But that way it just kind of gives it still more of that pop and vibrancy, but yet you don't have this really thick, chunky money piece. Processing time was 50 minutes, and this took me about an hour to foil for a partial. I know that's a little long, at least for me, but we talked a lot, so that's okay. In between, I did go in and check her foil. She lifted very good to a level 9. She still had some orangey spots in there, but hey, that's a part of the process, and that's easy to tone out. So for root mount and toner, I'm going to be using Matrix Color Sync 5N for the root mount, and toner mid-shaft to ends, I'm using Redken Shades EQ 9N, 9T, and 9V. All cool tones with lots of violet and blue undertones to cancel any warmth that she had. Here I'm going in with my Redken Acidic Bonding Concentrate Leave-In Conditioner. This thing is amazing. If you guys have never tried it, I highly recommend it. It is so hydrating for the hair, and every client loves it, and it also smells really well. So now I am just curling her hair, and as you guys can see, she's going to have those bright, bold pieces underneath. That way, whenever she pulls up her hair in a bun or a ponytail, she's going to be able to see that brightness and no more darkness. And also too, the curling iron that I'm using my 1/4 Bionic long barrel curling iron. I seen this on TikTok. I seen almost every hairstylist have it. And one day I finally went to my State Beauty Supply and I seen it. It's, I think, normally like $130, but I only got it for like $90. They were having like some type of like discounted sale that day, so I had to buy it. It is kind of pricey, but it's so worth it, especially if you do a lot of long hair clients. This curling iron literally works so good. Now here I'm going to be going in with my Kevin Murphy Shimmer Shine just to give her some shine throughout her hair. It's one of my favorite products. And I'm also going in with my Holy Grail Kevin Murphy Texturizing Volume Hairspray. It's a texturizing dry hairspray. This thing works so good, especially if you ever want volume or texture like the Victoria's Secret models. I highly recommend this. Result. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. My client loved it. I loved it. It looks so good on her. We are so glad that we went in with a partial as well. My client has been very blonde in the past, so she just felt like she still needed some dimension to match her eyebrows and her eyes for being so dark. But it looks so good on her, and she definitely has that cooler tone now going on instead of any warmth. Please don't forget to like and comment on this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.